So, what am I talking about today? As you've seen in the caption, it says that I'm leaving Canada. But you say, why? Why does he want to leave Canada? Hey people, welcome back to your channel once again. My name is Femi and you're welcome to The Experience. Wow, it's been a very long time. I've been away for a while, getting into a new country, adjusting to the new system. But I'm back and better to share you a lot of experiences that has happened to me in my 6 months in Canada. But before we dig right in, if you're new on this channel, welcome, I appreciate you. And for our very unique and old friends, thank you for staying with me. Even though you've seen that I've been absent for a while, thank you so much. It's just not easy when you move into a new country. But if you're here for the first time, please guys, hit the subscribe button, turn on your notification bell so that whenever I drop a video, you will get it immediately. Yeah, I did feel it for about a week in last month. I just felt like I want to leave Canada. Like, this place is not for me. I'm not happy, or I'm not gonna be fulfilled. I just want to leave. Really, the system is crazy. But a lot of people feel that way. But I'm here to share my own experience on how I felt it and what I'm doing to get out of that feeling. So, number one, if you're planning to move to Canada or you are here in Canada, things take time. That's the first thing. Things take time. Depending on where you're coming from, it might be easier. If you're coming from the States, probably you have more money. But if you're coming from Africa, well, not necessarily, even Europe, you could come from Europe and be broke when you land in America or land in Canada. But depending on where you're coming from, you can be extremely frustrated with the expenses here. So the very first thing that happened to me was that I thought I had money, I thought I had euros, but within a twinkling of an eye, my money is gone just by buying home furniture and fittings. So there it dawned on me that, oh, you need a job. And when I got a job, and I found out that even to pay my rent, I had to work like 3.5 weeks. You know what that means? Literally that I'm working to pay rent. This was so frustrating. I moved from a place where I could get my rent in 1 week, maybe in even 4 or 5 days. So you can imagine that transition. 4 or 5 days to get my rent and almost a full month to get my rent. So this was quite frustrating for me. But thank God that I had a partner who was supportive, so it made it easier. I mean, if you're alone, things might be worse. So that's why we encourage, if you're moving to Canada, be as financially prepared as you can, as much as you can, because the first frustration you will get is money. Canada is not cheap. Okay, so moving on, career wise, Canada is a land of opportunities. Believe me, it's a place where you can be anything that you want to be. It doesn't even matter your field. So you could be a nurse, you could be a graphic designer, you could even be an artist, you could be a photographer, a videographer, a YouTuber. Canada is a land of opportunities where you can rise to the top of any field that you find yourself. However, there is a stumbling block, and that block is that in Canada, pretty much everything has licenses. So if you want to buy and sell houses as a real estate person, you need a license. If you want to fly a drone, you need a license. If you want to do this, you need a license. If you want to do this, you need a license. So most of the things, you will find out that you do need a license to get things started. And usually from outside, this is frustrating. When you're not in the field, it's frustrating. But I'm looking at the positive side of things after my feeling that the moment you get to, let's say you get into real estate, the fact that you know that nobody's just gonna jump into that field, just anytime, it makes it secured, it makes it more protected, and you know that when you do get there, you have maybe a profession or a line that it's quite secure. So that's one big problem, that in Canada you will need to get some certifications or some licenses to practice somewhere. Even the least job of, not, I won't say least, but even a job like PSW is a personal support worker, where you're basically taking care of people. You didn't need to go to school. You didn't need to get a license for it. So this is another point. So your career wise, you've been a bank manager, you've been a chief accountant, you are the head of recruitment, all of these fields from different countries. When you land in Canada, you might have to have a plan of how you will, like, be part on that level again, most times it will require you to go through a process of education or licensing before you're able to at least achieve something near where you were in your home country. Another thing that is quite important here in Canada is the fact that you have to be open. You have to leverage your networking. What do I mean by this? So I moved to Canada in the pandemics, and of course, networking in the pandemics really changed because you can't go to conferences. Usually conferences are the best place to meet people, where you talk and people can understand where you are in life and what you really want. But in the pandemics, we were all pretty much still stuck at home. So how do you do it? You have to leverage on LinkedIn. You have to leverage on international conferences or some association conferences and all of these body conferences. There's a whole lot of them in Canada, holding a lot of seminars and workshops. You have to leverage on them and volunteer as well. This has really helped me a lot. I've met a lot of people. I've made money through it. Like, even without getting a job, I've been called for different kind of stuff that I do just by leveraging on networking. It's very important in Canada. I cannot overstress this. If you're the kind of person who keeps to yourself, if you're the kind of person who thinks, oh, I've got it all figured out, Canada is not for you. Canada is not for you. You have nothing figured out. You need people. Like, you really need people. Not just people, by the way, people of value, people who can contribute to your life here in Canada. When you land, the very first few months of your landing in Canada, those are the times that might dictate and that might give you a direction of how your life will be in Canada. Take these few months, get networked, meet people, reach out to people, join organizations, make volunteers. You are volunteering not because you don't have anything to do, but it just puts you out there and you're able to learn from people who've been here for years, and you're able to map out your own life on where you want to go. So it's very important, guys. Don't refuse to network. It's important. Another thing again is, when you land in Canada, you're gonna have like families and friends of friends. They're gonna tell you a lot of things. This is what makes money in Canada. This is the best way to go. This is the best field that you could venture into. This is what you should do. I want you to listen to everybody, but don't act on everybody. So what it means is that a lot of people are going to tell you what's the best thing for you in Canada, but trust me, take a breather, listen to all this information, look at your whole life holistically, and define your path. Canada is a place of opportunities. It allows you to be who you want to be and excel. You could be a gym instructor, you could be a fitness coach, you could even be making food, and you could be very successful in Canada. So Canada allows you to actually choose your path, and when you follow it, trust me, you will be good. So listen to people, regurgitate their ideas, and look deeper into you and picture that place that you want to be and act on it. Leverage your networking, and I'm sure that Canada will be the land of your dreams. And the very last one that I want to share with you is that you have to be humble, and I will explain further. So you have to be humble to understand that you might have to start from the beginning, like from the very scratch. So a lot of immigrants come to Canada, and you want to be where you think you should be, but you've got to earn it. So sometimes you might have to downsize on your apartment, downsize on your spending culture, and most importantly, you might have to go back to school. Yeah, that's true. So I mean, it depends on what you want to do. Maybe a business analyst, an accountant, or financial planner. There's always something for you to do, and I want to encourage you, if you're landing in Canada for the first time, or you've been here for a few years, you can start again. Canada is a land of opportunities, but I was frustrated. I wanted to go back because I was making way more money. I was making like 4 times what I'm making now, or let's say 3 times at least. So it was frustrating for me, but I looked beyond this frustration and I tried to understand how I can better position myself. And I'm not even done with my programs. I'm already getting job offers from LinkedIn already. That's how much that there's a whole lot of opportunities in this land, but you have to have a plan. So guys, that's a little bit of my story today on how I really was thinking about leaving Canada, because I felt like Canada was not the best for me. I felt like Canada didn't have the opportunity for me, but it was just a matter of time. I've digged deep, I've met people, I've spoken to mentors, and I've made a refocus on my career, and I've chosen the way to go. And pursuing this part, I'm sure that I'm coming here again on the Experience YouTube channel to share with you my success story pretty soon. Thank you.